stay tuned, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising.
It's coming for you, coming for you, it's coming for you, coming for you.
Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a lady hit. Feel like I'm the one like I'm Neo, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit, huh?
Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah. Ain't no gotta roll out, yeah. I roll on
Come on. Hey. What's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody coming on to the show, you dig? Come on. Check 1 2 1 2, man. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me? Make sure I'm on live out here. Shout out to my dog Daz in the building, yeah. What's going on, man? What's going on, Saint, man? Listen, we got a lot going on. We got a lot to talk about, man. I appreciate you joining the show, bro. We're going to have to talk about a lot. You dig? It's Christmas Eve in this thing. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Mike Lowry in the building. Yeah. What's going on, man? How you feeling, man? It's about to be Christmas tomorrow, dog. But, we still got to get it in. Why do we still got to get it in? Why? Because we consist on up in here. Yeah. What's going on, Daz, man? What you doing, man, for Christmas, dog? Man, listen, we are going to have a lot to talk about, y'all. That's right.
We got to get over certain shit.
We got a lot to talk about, man. You see the topic. If I was obese. That's right. If Cobe rise and rise.
You think I'm here to play around with y'all?
If Cobe rise and rise was obese. I don't know what to say.
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Talk that talk. Listen, I ain't even started yet, dog. You hear me? But we about to get this thing going, man. But first, we got to pay some bills. Shout out to Queen City Organics in the building. And this right here is the sea moss live and direct. We will be at the gyms selling the sea moss. Yes, they're going to be linked and boosted with all the herbs that you are looking for. The herbs that we have is ashwagandha. Yes, you will have some sea moss with ashwagandha. Helps you relax your mind, boy. Bomba club, boop, for my Jamaican Don Dada in the building right here, boy. We got Gangsta Paradise, man.
Which bomba clock, dog?
Bomba clock.
Wake up good enough. Give me a.
But we got the sea moss, man, with the ashwagandha in it, man. We also have the lion's mane. That's for your mental focus, you dig? So that's right. We got cordyceps in the building. It's about these mushrooms out here. And last but not least, we got to have the testosterone boosted up. We got to have testosterone boosted up. Yeah. And what is a testosterone booster? Well, listen, let me tell you what the testosterone booster is. The testosterone booster is American ginseng. I'm telling you, boy, you about to have tons of energy. Tons of it. You hear me? What's going on, man? What's going on to the IG family, man? Shout out to my dog Ernest in the building. Yeah. Let me go ahead and give you a Don DeMarco dog.
Don DeMarco.
And yes, your boy's eating plant-based. You heard me? What am I eating that's plant-based today? Today, y'all, we have the Brussels sprout salad. We have the Brussels sprout salad. You heard me? The dressing is a lemon herb tahini dressing. What's the protein and the carbs? Yep, you guessed it, man. Voila, chickpeas. Yeah. 25 grams of protein up in here. You hear me? Well, plus the 3 from the Brussels sprouts, 28 to 30 grams of protein, 1 meal. You know how we coming. We coming in full tank. We coming in full tank. You heard me? Shout out to my dog Caleb in the building, bro. You heard? We talking that talk, man. If Cobe Rise was obese, was obese, how would I get into shape? What would I do to get into shape? That's right. Well, listen, let me tell you something what I would do. I'm going to tell you exactly what Cobe Rise is going to do. See, if I was looking like how I was on the left-hand side, if I was looking how I'm looking on the left-hand side, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do. Let me pull this screen down real quick just so you can see what your boy got cooking out here. That's right, because your boy's out here. He going to be cooking. We's going to be cooking. Hold on. I'm going to pull it. Let me pull it up on my other screen. That's actually what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to see if I can pull this up on my other screen. Hold on. But while I'm going, man, Caleb, man, how you feeling, brother? What you doing for Christmas tomorrow, dog? What's y'all's big plans for the Christmas year? I gotta try to load this image up real fast, man. I'm gonna try to load it up on the other side. Yes, sir, ski. All right, let me see. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Matter of fact, I got it up, but I want to make sure y'all can see that. Make sure y'all can see that there. All right, boom. There we go. We got below. So if this was me on the left-hand side, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would do, man. I got a whole catalog of breakdowns. If I was overweight today, number one thing that I would do is to change my mindset. Okay. Let me give you a story, man. People come into this country from international countries. They come from China. They come from Africa. They come from Europe, Australia. And when they come over here, they're not obese. Once the culture is embedded into their mindset, this is where you start to see fitness and health go down the drain. And this goes across any race. You hear me? Shout out to Mr. Carter in the building, bro. What's going on with it? This is where you see the mindset start to derail itself. You go from having your culture overseas, then you come over to the American culture and get this into your mindset, and then you start living like this, is where you start to see health and fitness decline. Why? Because it's not going to be conducive to fitness, health, and lifestyle. You will see issues come about this. You will see for men low testosterone. Why? Because this particular culture and society does not push high testosterone in the popular masses today. Let me give you an example. Think about the posture. What do you see men's posture today? They got their phones out and they doing this. They doing this. You hear me? They typing low, and what they do, they got their head down. That right there, it screams low testosterone. That screams low confidence, and it also breeds low confidence because when you put your body into a certain state, that's when your body and your mind is going to then contribute into the state that you're currently in. So when you have your head down, shoulders forward, your freaking posture is off, and you look timid as all get out. You hear me? Can't super chat. Not yet. We will be able to super chat though. You feel me? We will be able to super chat, but I'll be reading all comments. So if you guys have any questions, comments, let me know below, and I'm gonna make sure I break it down for you guys. I'm gonna make sure I break it down for y'all. All right. Well, yeah, we will be coming up with some super chats. You hear me? Definitely will be in the building. But put your mindset and your body into what we call a confident state. When I was brought up, I was always told confidence, pick your head up, stick your chest out, look like Superman. That puts your body into a confident state. That's not talked about and that's not idolized in the society, right? So that's just an example of what happens whenever you digest a certain part of the American culture that does not pertain to fitness, you dig? But without further ado, man, I got to bring my dog on real quick though. I got to bring my dog on. Hold on. Let me make sure I put my I got to make sure I put all my gears in order without further ado.
And his name is John C.
Shout out to my dog, Candle in the mother loving building, yeah.
What's up, my brother?
I had to hook you up when you come on the show, cuz.
I love it. I appreciate it. How we doing?
Man, bro, I'm feeling great, man. Feeling hydrated, bro. Got plenty of energy, you dig? And we out here on Christmas Eve giving these brothers the game. You heard me? Shout out to you, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great. As Marquette Devon Burton would say, investing in yourself for Christmas. It's a great time.
Man, listen, that's an amazing quote too, and that's pretty much what we're doing right here. This is an investment for people that really don't even know how to invest in themselves. The title of the show is called, if I was obese today, what would I do? And this is an investment because I guarantee you somebody out there is obese. If you're in America, you're definitely obese. Somewhere there's a high percentage, right? So we have to teach what the right mindset is in order to get there. I know for a fact I will never be obese because of the way that I carry myself. And I know you the same way. We have a fitness background. You heard me? So this is something that is ingrained into the mind. And then the body will just do nothing but follow, and I'm jumping ahead, obviously, but I already know you already know what's going on. So you'll be a perfect person to talk about on this very much so topic. You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm ready to work, man. It's funny you say that too. I was just talking to one of my cousins who is, unfortunately obese, but he was talking about trying to run a marathon and it just, it was the perfect prerequisite for this conversation because all of these things, like if I was in his position, like what would I be doing right now? Where would my mindset be gearing up, for this upcoming year? So yeah, man, this is gonna be a fruitful
Oh
one,
yeah, well, I hope
absolutely.
your cousin's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We got some obese people that may watch this too. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna be the only one. So you already know, man. We got some people coming in the building. You heard me? Shout out to my dog Daz, bro. Shout out to the Saint, man. Just want to support the good game. Everyone that joins, hit that like button. It is free. Shout out to my dog Daz in the building, man. Where both of y'all guys located, man? We located in the Carolinas down here, bro. And I think Kendall, you in Massachusetts.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Daz, man. Best way to work your way up to a 5K starting from zero. Oh, that's a good question. So I would say I don't think there is a best way. There are multiple ways that you can work towards a 5K. I'll let Kendall start it off, and then I'll come back and I'll add to what he's gonna say. So what do you think the best way to work your way up to run a 5K starting from zero?
Yeah, it is a beautiful question, and I'm happy for the young saint that he wants to get to a 5K. It's for us it's minimum, and it's a good feat for being healthy in general, being able to run a 5K. I'll tell you how I did it. The first thing is to see where you're at for a mile, for sure. See where you're at for a mile. Make sure you can run a mile. with no breaks, without stopping, and then see where your time is at. From there, for me, I would probably go up to running 2 miles for, I'd say maybe a couple weeks and see how that feels. Maybe 2 weeks, I run 2 miles and see if I can run, if I can make it 2 miles without stopping. Again, I'd rest up a little bit, space my runs out, run maybe 2, 3 times a week, and then work my way up to running that 5K on, in week 3 or week 5, somewhere in that 3 to 5 week range. If
Mhm.
you can't run a mile, right? If you can't run a mile, then you absolutely need to start there. And if you're overweight, and that's probably impacting your ability to run that mile, but of course, your cardio is going to be a big factor. So if you can lose some weight, that'll lighten everything up, help your bones out. But get agile, start jump roping, start getting on this stationary bike to get your feet moving, and just get your body in a position where it's prepared to go longer. The other thing that I would do is, if I was having trouble running a mile or running 2 miles, I would walk. Try walking it and walk it fast, and
Hmm.
work your way up. Walk faster and faster. Work your way up to being able to run a whole mile or 2 miles. One thing I'll say to you before I pass it to you, though,
That's a good one.
is not only is this a question for somebody who is starting from zero, this is also a good question for someone who gets injured. And a lot of people don't realize that is when you get injured, you end up kind of in the place of someone who's out of shape. I've recently dislocated my shoulder, and I had to start thinking
Mm.
about that type of stuff. So it's the
Mhm.
same question if you like get injured. I know you had a saint out there in the Carolinas that was injured and he couldn't run for a while, and he had to do the same process. Man, let me just see how far I can walk without pain. Let me see how far I can walk without
Mhm.
getting winded, and then work my way up to running. So, yeah, that would be how I would do it, and how that is how I did it. I ran 2 miles for a while, and then I worked my way up to 3. I yield the floor to you.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And I actually, I'll agree. And I personally actually had surgery. I didn't realize somebody else was, having issues too. But when I had surgery, I had to kind of relearn how to walk again, right? Because I had torn my patella tendon playing football. So I was
Ooh.
completely like out of whack, you dig, for months. So what I had to do was relearn everything that I already knew how to do, because the regular things like walking up the stairs, putting on socks, basic functionalities that I would took for granted after my injury, I'm like, yo, I would never, ever would like to go through that again. So if anybody can take heed to my word and what Kendall was saying, make sure you guys are doing the proper steps, right? And if you are unsure, please get a personal trainer as well. So that way you're not hurting yourself. But I'll add on to what Kendall was talking about, because this goes across the board with anybody who might be injured, overweight, or just have zero knowledge of when it comes to running a 5K. And I think he said it perfect, is you want to make sure that you can see how far you can run a mile, right? And maybe you have to start off walking. Please start off walking. Like, don't over exert yourself, right? Go within reason within yourself, and don't get discouraged. That's another big thing. Just set a goal of a mile, see what you can do. And then at that point, if you know you've had to walk, run, your goal is to try to walk as less as you can to the point where you can run a full one. You dig what I'm saying? So that way you can use momentum. Once you get the confidence and the momentum that you can do something, that is how you start to put the seed of confidence into yourself. So that way, whenever you're not feeling great, that little bit of realness, that little bit of experience puts you forward. So it says, I'm tired, but I've been here before. I can actually do this. It's almost like, I know sounds so elementary, but it's going to be like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. And once you did it, it's like, you know what? I know I can do this. It's just going to take me a matter of time. So that energy pushes you forward to continue to go. And at this point, we're talking about a 5K. We're talking about from a mile to a 5K. This is math now. So at this point, if you can do it for a mile, you work your way all the way up to a 5K. 3.5 miles. And this is just math at this point. But the process is still the same. You dig? Shout out to my girl Drea in the building. What's going on, Sade? But I think those are really good things, and I think Kendall kind of put the cherry on top of the cake, because this goes across the board. I don't care if this is someone who's overweight or just doesn't run at all, right? I know people who are not overweight who don't run at all. And this is something that they can do too. But yes, he was saying that there are going to be ailments, because some people may be hurt, some people may be overweight. That's going to decline you further, which is, again, If you don't know, you don't know. You're here now. Now we know. We're putting something into your mindset to push you forward and to elevate you into getting to your goal. I don't care where you are. Anybody can run a 5K. I've seen older people in their upper 50s, you dig, running a 5K. They would have never thought that. And they out there running with the youngins. So please don't think you can get this shit twisted, because it goes across ages. It goes across your body weight. It's everything across the board. It's about knowledge of self, for sure. Yes, sir. Great question, though. Shout out to my uncle, man.
Bars.
What's going on, Unc? What's going on with you? When you coming to Salisbury, or are you gonna be staying in Winston? Let me see. What's up? Oh yeah. Shout out to my dog Amir in the building. Yes, sir. Now that's a runner right there, man. Listen, Amir, that boy can run something serious. You know what I'm saying? He run like he got a pack of dogs running behind him, like he running from the police out here. That boy's fast, man.
I was just with Amir I was just with Amir last weekend, man. That's a good brother.
He running like he running from the cops. Got them sirens after that boy, man. Yeah, man. He a good brother, man. We was just up in Raleigh not too long ago, bro. Yeah, man. We had a lot going on, man. And shout out to Raleigh too, man. We had I had an organization out there, man. Tech organization. We did a toy drive for the kids, man. So shout out to Black Men in Tech, man. We're trying to grow the business, grow the organization, build up. You dig what I'm saying? I'm out there, you know what I'm saying, with Amir and the rest of the other guys too. So shout out to y'all, the Roddy, man. Showed me so much love. We're gonna be building. I'm gonna be traveling a lot more. Even might be up your way too, Kendall, sometime in 2026, man. I'm gonna get up to Massachusetts as well, bro. So we're gonna have some things coming, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be doing my
Yeah, man. I'd love to welcome you.
I got you, man. I got you. Shout out to Beer, man. Hey, I'm for real, man. You a runner out here. But yeah, man. So I broke it down when it says if I was obese today, what would I do, right? And I broke it down into 3 categories. And my 3 categories were, first things first, you want to change your mindset. Number 2 thing is you want to make sure that you're eating correct amounts of food and the correct food. And the third thing is obviously the work. This goes into the fitness. So in hindsight, 3 main things: mindset, food, fitness. If I was obese today, in that order specifically, mindset, food, fitness, that is going to be your 3 bread and butter main ideas. And to summarize it up, and I was just going over, like before you hopped in, was when other people like immigrants, I just gave an example of immigrants that come to this country, a lot of them are not obese and most of them won't be. But if and when they adopt this culture of overeating, laziness, just working, coming back home, that type of mindset, that's where you start to see the decline of fitness and health. I'm gonna give an example of when we've seen a few of the Indian culture that come over here. You can see the transition of one person that sticks to that culture versus the other person who sticks into the American culture, to where they're just like working, overeating, not working out, things like that. It's a completely different thing, even though they were both raised in the same household. So it tells you that the mindset is going to be the one that's going to guide you, or it's going to be your downfall. And that was one of the examples for it. But the first thing is first is, I know you can probably relate to it, for the mindset, it's about knowledge of self. Love who you are right now. Respect your vessel. And this is where people get it twisted at. You have to know yourself. Your vessel is going to work in your favor, or it's going to work against you, depending on what is going to be into your mind. The same thing with food. Eat too much cake, your body's going to show exactly what your mindset was putting in. Or you eat a bunch of healthy food, your body is also going to show that too. Your body's only going to do what your mind tells it to do, right? And so this is why I say respect yourself. Your vessel is your temple. This is going to be where the work is going to be in your favor. And you can even jump in whenever you feel too. I'm just kind of giving the people an idea of what real mindset actually is. Let me see.
Yeah, and I like to flip it on his head, right? And I think this is really a big factor of what someone who's obese or just out of shape, what they need to flip with their mindset is they need to ask the opposite questions. If you're obese, I need you to ask yourself this question: if I was in shape, what would I do?
Mm.
What would I be doing right now if I was in
Good.
shape? Like you got to ask yourself the opposite question. With everything you're doing, what would I be thinking? How would I be eating if I was in shape? And you need to flip that and create that new normal. You
Sauce in the
have
building.
to
What's going
have a
on?
new normal. The issue with a lot of people that are overweight, obese, out of shape is your normal is unproductive. You need to change your normal.
Mm.
And
Talk to
it
him.
was the same thing for me when I was out of shape on the opposite end. I mean, I was too skinny once upon a time. I had to create a new normal. It's like, all right, this is normal for me right now. It's
Right.
normal that I eat a certain amount. It's normal that I eat certain foods. It's normal that I work out this many times per week. This is just normal. And that way, the main thing you need to avoid is the up and down, the start and stop. That's what people do. They get on trends. You gotta buck the trend, and you just have to create a new normal, and you don't feel trendy. That's what
Mm.
happens instead of going on a diet, this is how I eat now. It's
There
different
you go.
versus when you say
Yes.
I'm gonna try this diet. There's an end to it, so you don't. So that's why you end up off it. And you end up
Appreciate
rebounding and ended up big, or it doesn't. You don't fully buy in because it wasn't a new normal for you. It was
it.
just
Mhm.
something you were trying.
Yes.
Even something as simple as, you're just trying to get stronger in the gym. So you try this one program. It's like, all right, well, now it's over. Now what? you know,
Right.
now the
Right.
program's over. Now what? You need a new
Right.
normal as far as how you exercise. It's the
That's
same
that plateau.
process.
Hey, bro.
Hmm.
Thank you for saying that, bro. It's that plateau. People get so discouraged, dog. They'll do it for like a month and will barely see results. And they get that lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out of their norm. Like you said, you have to adopt a new norm, and it's about that mindset. You did. So I love what you were saying right there because I want people to take what he's saying into real consideration because I guarantee you, most people that are obese that tried to work out, man, they will try for like a month or two and barely see results and quit. And that shows that where they are mentally first. That's why the mindset's so important. This is where consistency, this is where getting around the right environment. I guarantee you, most of their friends are probably going to be the same way. They all have that same lack thereof mentality. Get around people that are in where you want to be. See what they do. Visualize and ask people like that questions because you'll understand that whenever you ask them those proper questions, you'll get a different answer than if you were to ask your normal friends, quote unquote. Why? Because there's two different mindsets that you are currently at play. One could hurt you, the other could benefit you. So, benefit gives a perfect example. Fit. Get around the fit folks if you're trying to not be obese. That way you can get the gain. You dig what I'm saying? It's a real wordplay. And I honestly didn't even plan that, but it was just kind of it came into me like just boom. And it's wild the way it works. But to me, and I'll pick it back off of what you said too, it's what this is where building character comes into play. This builds your character on your way to the fitness success. Your character is 100% going to be at play, or it could be your downfall. I'm going to give you an example. This is why certain guys get uncomfortable when their girl is around fit guys that they think they're better than them. Why? Because they know deep down they are falling short, and they secretly know that they girl even knows, and without even being conscious of it, girls do this. They'll compare their guys to other guys that they're around and see if your character's not in check. Those guys are going to get upset, and they won't even try to bring their girl around certain guys because they know they have a potential to lose their girl. Why? That's because they have an abundance mentality. Whenever you have a lack thereof mentality, people can, not just girls, but people in general can see that. And I know this is going deep because whenever you're trying to get somewhere like from obese to fit, those are drastic differences. You have to go deep. You have to think differently and be different. That's where it starts in the mindset, man. What you got to say about that, bro?
Yeah. So it's funny you mention that because when it comes to your character, when you're with your female, because what I always constantly remind men is, I mean, I always phrase and say, maybe not you, but me personally, I don't mean to necessarily, but I size up every man I see.
Oh yeah.
I size up every man
Everybody
I
does it
see.
unconsciously. They may not admit it, but they
Yep,
do it.
yep. And you're always thinking, man, I could take him. I could take him. Oh man, that's a
Right.
big dude. If you think your girl's not doing the same thing,
Come on.
you've lost your mind. You've lost your mind. If you think she's not saying, "Damn, he could beat my man's
Yep.
ass,"
You are a big.
you, you don't want to be in that position. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in that position. And it's not always like who's bigger or XYZ.
That's
But if
right.
she just knows that you're competent, it goes a whole lot further. It's not a matter of like, there's always levels. There's always a bigger fish. There's always somebody bigger than you. There's always
Always.
somebody stronger than you.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, when you're competent and capable, there's a certain you check the box. It's just a box that needs to
Come
be
on.
checked.
Come
If the
on.
box ain't checked and just anybody can outdo you, it's a big problem. As long as you check the box, then she'll say, well, maybe, but he's got a chance. I'm happy with him. Used to give
Woo.
you the pass, bro. To give you the pass.
Man, you preaching out here to him, man. Oh my God, bro. It's so funny, bro, because like what you said with every guy sizes up a guy, bro. This is what guys do. And subconsciously we can admit that. You know what I'm saying? I'm be honest. I will size up. There's so many dudes that are bigger than me, bro, that their certain energy doesn't even scare me. It's like, bro, you a teddy bear. Like, what is wrong with bro? If you tried it, bro, we gonna squabble. You might be stronger, and I'm gonna give you that, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna quit. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's been times, bro, where I've been sized up by bigger people, bro, and I had to just go in. You know what I'm saying? Because I look again, I do security too, right? So on the weekends, we see this type of stuff happen at the bar. Guys that are really not that confident, and this obviously is not every guy, but sometimes you have certain guys that will be a little bit more annoying because they are drinking that alcohol. We know how many problems that can come from drinking too much or taking too many drugs or whatever, right? It'd be bigger people, bro, that when you stand up in their face and tell them what's going on, they will back the F down. And that is almost 9 times out of 10. But you always have that one that thinks they can do it. But when you stand firm on it, bro, I guarantee you they will always back down because they're not really about it like that. And it shows that you have to be, and it shows the character too, because if I was obese, right, I can't be the one that is in front of the people that I care about in any type of fear, because at that point now I know that my mindset isn't where it needs to be. So whenever I'm tested, because every time that you're trying to when you're trying to lose the weight, you're going to be tested by your friends. You're going to be tested by the food that's around you because you're used to eating cakes and pies and all this other BS that got you big in the first place. That right there are testaments. So if your character is strong, you know that your goal is, I know what, I can't eat these type of foods. I have to stay this way. There's going to be people that talk about you. Oh, you can have this to keep you down. You got to be above that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where the character is going to come into play. So you can always combat these things that go against you. It's kind of like whenever an AA person stopped drinking. Yes, you have to admit where you are. Yes, this is where I'm at, but this is not where I'm trying to be. You have to work at it every single day. You have to have a support group, community, and everything, right, to keep you in your bag. And that's why a community is also important too. I probably should have added a community, but I'm gonna just put that in mindset because they kind of go hand in hand. So, but yeah, man, what you think about that too? Community.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you, and it's funny you mentioned that your environment because a lot of times people don't realize some people hold you back just because they're self-conscious about themselves, and you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do that to people. And as a man, you got to be willing to accidentally, don't do not gonna do it on purpose, but you're gonna accidentally ruffle some feathers simply just by
Mm-hmm.
being in shape. It's gonna happen to you where you make other people uncomfortable. They might make sly comments about you or what sounds like a good comment. Oh man, you getting big, you getting bigger than me. Oh, wow. And you like, yeah, yeah, man, yeah, thanks. And you just
I'm trying to
smile
get like
about
you,
it.
big dog.
Yeah, yeah, and they say it, but they're really just criticizing themselves. You know what I mean? They're a lot of times people will compliment
Man,
you but they're really just criticizing themselves. It's the same way, like if you dress nice, right? And
for
somebody
sure.
might say to you, "Man, I could never pull that off." It's
Oh
like
man,
you're
I hate
complimenting
that.
me, right? Like
Right.
you're
Oh
complimenting me, but you're really just dissing yourself. Like, get out of here
freaking
with that, bro. I can't stand
thank
that.
you. Oh, it's like a freaking aura. It's like an ick. It's like, oh, get away. Like,
Yeah,
bro, don't no dude want to be around other dudes who has a lack there. I wish my homeboy would come up to me. Oh man, I'm trying. Like, what? Are you crazy? Come on.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, man. We know better than that.
Yeah, and I'll say this though, but when it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, but it comes back around. That's the beauty of it, especially if you're around the same people long enough. I've been blessed to be on my fitness journey for a few years and have seen
Shout out
people
to
be
you.
influenced with me over time. At first, they were like, whatever. And then they're like, damn, you crazy. Yeah, damn, you crazy. You doing all of that? You crazy. And then
Oh,
after a while, like, yo, should I do this to get healthy? Yo, what are you doing? Now over time, you're like, yo, I'm doing this like you, man. Now like it comes full circle, man. And now they're like, now everybody's on the wave, right? Everybody's just doing this little
hopping on
thing.
the wave.
You heard
Yeah.
somebody you never expected saying, yeah, man, I'm on a 3 day fast. Like, what? You're on a 3 day fast? Like, I mean, you don't need to do that, but
You're doing
good that you're
something.
doing
Doing something.
something.
There you
And
go.
it comes back around. I'll add this last piece. For those of you that have a female in your life and you think, well, I'm out of shape. She's with me now. So she's happy with me now. You might be surprised on how much stronger your relationship will be you get in shape.
Man, Dr.
It
Mark.
took it it took about 2 years into my fitness journey. My lady came up to me one day and she said, 2 years, 2 years. She says, I don't think I ever told you this, but thank you for exercising so much. And I'm on the
Mm,
stationary bike while
shout
she's
out to
saying
her.
this. She's like, I don't know if I ever said this to you, and I'm telling you guys this because sometimes your lady just doesn't think to say these things to you. She said, I never thought to say, but thank you for you being in shape and working out so much because I know. She says, I don't know what I would do if I was with a weak man. She's like, I know.
Woo!
She said, I know if I had to, if something happened, I just know that I could call you and I'll be all right.
Facts.
She was already with me before I got on the fitness wave. That's the key. So don't think that you're good. You're good just because you already got a girl. Your relationship will get much stronger. Not only will she
Absolutely.
be more proud of you,
Go on,
but she's gonna
PC.
want to hold on to you more because she's gonna be like, yo, somebody else might want this man. Now he's looking even extra good. Somebody else might want this man. So she gonna hold on, man. I yield the floor to you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you exactly what she gonna do, bro. She gonna be like, "Oh man, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Whoa. Let me leave this man. He doing too much. I gotta go to a fit man." Let me get to these comments. Hold on. Shout out to Runner Nico in the building. Yeah. Happy Christmas Eve to those who celebrate. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I celebrate the fact that I'm off work. I also celebrate the fact that I'm around my family. Yeah. That's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, happy Christmas Eve to everybody that does support. Shout out to Jenny in the building. Hold on, let me give you your soundbite real quick.
She just appears to be just a little bit ghetto to me.
I got you one too, Brown Body. You ain't the only one, dog. My gangsta paradise. Shout out to my boy Brown Body in the building. You heard? OG in the chat. Yes, sir. Shout out Jenny says, I ruffle feathers during holiday season without drinking or eating desserts. Shout out to you. Give me a break. Just, listen, Jenny, honestly, I'm going to keep it a whole buck with you. That right there, it just shows that people cannot stand being sober. I get this shit all the time. They like, man, you drink so much water, man. Like they almost tell you, shout out to Tony Baker. He said this. Whenever you tell people that, man, I drink water, they be like, man, you don't drink? What's wrong with you? It's like, bro, you talking to me like this, like, bro, I'm drinking water. Like, this is what you supposed to be drinking. You hear me? Like, what's wrong with your ass? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cena in the building. What's going on, Shawty? Shout out to my dog Brown Body. He says, keep on working out. She gonna give you that. Hold on, I got you, Brown Body. Wait a minute. She about to give you that. Where the sound bite at? I can't find the sound bite. There you go. You keep working out. That's what she gonna give you, dog. Give you that kitty cat. That kitty cat. Yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Y'all really are about to get this game, man. If I was obese today, man, we got Kendall up here in the building, aka my boy.
His name is
John Cena. A hard-working man out here. Yes, sir. All right, so yeah, so second one is we got the mindset we talked about. The second thing is eating correctly, right? So we're talking about eating correctly. Most of the time, it's about numbers when you're obese. If you're obese, that means you're eating too damn much. You're eating too damn much.
You got a big back.
So what that means is you need to eat less, you dig? And so what I say, you have to eat for your goals and your look. So for aesthetic wise, you want to go for weight and aesthetics. That comes from what you eat and what you do not eat. This can be outlined in the video that I did 2 weeks ago. That's called Workouts I Should Do. I gave you guys a breakdown of what ChatGPT does. You guys can literally take a picture of your food and upload it into ChatGPT. Since you guys use AI so goddamn much, y'all want to use AI and every damn thing, I don't want to hear excuses because ChatGPT will do the work for y'all lazy asses. So when you take a picture of it, it's going to keep track of your macros. It's going to keep track of your calories. So if you take a picture of all your meals, because guess what? You do it anyway, flexing on IG.
Oh, shit.
That's right, because we see y'all taking pictures of your big back ass food all on IG. We know what's going on. Well, let's bring it back. Take a picture and upload it to ChatGPT instead to keep track of your macros so you see what you're eating every day. That way you can actually see, oh, wow, I understand why I'm obese. There was a study done at Duke University. There was people that worked out, and then there's people who kept track of their macros. Well, and they didn't work out. So two different scenarios. Both of them kept track of their macros, but one worked out, one didn't work out. The ones that didn't even work out, they consistently lost 5 pounds in 2 months. Didn't even work out. All they didn't do anything differently too, Kendall. They kept eating the foods that they were eating. All they did was just track it. Just track it. Obviously, the ones that tracked it and worked out, obviously going to see the better results. But the point of it is the ones that didn't do anything different and just tracked it, they still lost weight. I'm going to tell you why. It's because it's almost like whenever you are going to a job and they tell you, hey, guys, we're going to record you, you're going to look a little bit different. You're going to not do the things that you normally would do. You're going to try to put on a best persona. You dig what I'm saying? And so that right there, it keeps you accountable. It keeps you guys accountable. So, and I'll give the floor to you if you want to add into the foods that you eat and what type of foods, for example, and the foods that you stay away from.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is an aspect of this conversation that can go on fairly long, but I'll start just on the simple basis on piggybacking what you said regarding tracking what you eat. One thing that I find that is usually the case, and it was definitely the case for me, is although you should, it's probably a good idea to track your food forever. A lot of times you don't have to.
Yes, sir.
When you've tracked what you eat for a couple weeks, you know what you're doing at that point. You have the rough idea of like, okay, when I eat this certain food, I'm getting this many calories. When I eat this big of a plate versus this big of a plate,
Come on.
you start knowing how big your plates are. Like, oh wow, okay, that's how many calories this size of a plate is. What if I make it this big? All right, now I know how much that is. And from there you can, again, it goes back to what we said about mindset, is create a new normal and be like, okay, I eat meals this big, or I eat meals with this much meat in it. If you eat meat, this much whatever it is. One thing that if on topic, if I were obese, I would stay away from, not just because it's not good for you, but it's gonna pack on calories, is a lot of bread. I would stay away from bread,
Facts.
especially like the
Bread's a big
white bread, processed bread. I would stay away from bread. It's such an easy thing to cut out. That and soft drinks and alcohol. You cut that out alone, you're just gonna shed so much water weight and just be healthier. Like forget what the scale says. This is another thing that this it's a bit of a mindset thing. Although you want the scale to go down, like I want to look all of you in the eye who's overweight and obese. I know you want the scale to go down.
Talk
but
to him.
focus on getting healthy. Don't worry about what the scale says per se. No one, you don't want it to go up, obviously, but
Yep.
don't track the scale. Track what's going in your body. If you're drinking, you're not getting healthier. I don't care if you lose. You can lose 10 pounds doing and drinking. Like you can lose 10 pounds doing that. Okay, so the scale, the scale ain't everything. Okay, with
Facts.
everything is get healthy. So cut down on your breads, get rid of the soft drinks, get rid of the processed sugars, cook your food or have somebody, if you live with somebody that like to cook, have them cook you fresh meals, and you'll fine tune over time. Track the calories, try to eat the right amount of protein if you're working out and
Mhm.
just call it. And again, everything will start to line up and fall in the right direction from there. I yield the floor.
Bars, bro. Straight bars, man. And this, I'm gonna tell you, bro. You know how many and guys, y'all got the guys are bad about this, right? So when I train people, right, most of the guys that I train trying to lose weight, and I always tell them, all right, bro, you gotta stay away from three big things. You can stay away from obviously more, but the three biggest things is that damn wheat bread, that not wheat bread, the white bread, the processed bread. Stay away from. Stay away from this white rice. All these different things are just gonna add, and most of the white rice is enriched, so that's that extra that they add onto it, and this is where it starts to chemicalize and do things that's harmful to your body, right? And the next biggest thing is drinking. Boy, you need to see them sad faces when I tell them to stop drinking. They just be getting a sad face. And I'm
What
like,
you mean?
right, bro, they crying and everything, man. They be like, what the hell what I gotta do? But I want to give people a science behind this, because I'm telling you guys, I say this for a specific reason, right? I don't say things just to say it. I base what I say in real science. Whenever alcohol, and I have to know this stuff. Why? Because I work at a bar. You have to know what alcohol is going to do to the body. So I know this based on numbers, data, statistics, and personal experience too. When alcohol enters your body, it's going to take minimum 48 to 72 hours. And that's just regular average person. We're talking about someone who's obese now. That means it's going to take a little longer for it to release out of your body. So that could take up to almost 4 days. Not only that, your body cannot release the alcohol unless the body does what? Stops burning fat. Your body has to stop burning fat to get rid of the alcohol, because if not, the alcohol will stay in your system and it will kill you. So your body already knows what to do with it. So you're going to go against your gains, meaning if you're trying to cut fat, drinking is the worst thing you can do, because your body will not be in a fat burning state when you're drinking. It's the opposite. And you know what happens when you drink, right? They drink all the time. And what do most people tell you whenever you get too drunk? They tell you to eat something to soak up the alcohol, right? So what do you
Right.
think the boys is eating? Them boys going to
Yep.
damn near Taco Bell, boy. Them boys going to Waffle House. You feel me? They eating waffles, pancakes, sausage. I mean, just everything that's going to add calories and fat to you is what your body's going to soak up. And all you're going to do is do like a balloon. Just go swell up and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And most of the time, these guys are drinking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even sometimes Tuesday and Wednesday. So you're almost really never burning calories. Well, you're never really burning fat, because your body has to take that long to get it out. And you're eating junk on top of junk, and you're eating potato chips probably too. And you're not realizing what it's actually doing to your body. And you can see why whenever you're working out for 2 months, you're probably only losing like a pound. You're like, damn, I did all this work. Well, you also were drinking too. You also were eating bad. All these things that were cutting into your gains. So if you were doing what I told you guys to do and eat clean, stop drinking, and do the right steps and consistently, you will see faster results every single time. So they can get all the sad faces and pouty faces all they want to. I'm gonna tell them to stop drinking, because it's gonna cut into their gains, and they get mad at me. But that's the whole science behind it. So I won't say it just to say it. It's saying it because there's actual research that's done behind it. You dig? So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll piggyback with one other little piece of science too. A lot of people don't know this, but your body does not know the difference between hunger and thirst. And
Oh, that's good.
when you drink a lot of alcohol and you eat a lot of bread, you eat a lot of carbs,
Hmm.
you're retaining water, you become dehydrated. So a lot of times you guys are eating so much because you think you're hungry, you're actually thirsty.
Hydrated,
So
dehydrated.
so when you cut out alcohol and you start drinking more water, specifically, you
Yes,
stop
sir.
drinking alcohol, stop drinking soft drinks, stop drinking energy drinks, stop drinking juice unless you made it yourself, and drink water and drink electrolytes with your water occasionally, you might just not be so hungry. And one trick that what I did whenever if I was ever trying to cut weight, or if I was ever, let's say I'm doing one meal a day for X amount of days, when I get that hunger, first thing I do is I drink some water.
Mm.
10 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not hungry. I thought I was hungry. I'm not even hungry. Then
Yep.
sometimes you drink water, 10 minutes later, nah, I'm hungry. Okay, your body's actually wants some food now. But you'll be surprised at how often you just need some water, and especially if you're drinking a lot of bad things and eating a lot of foods that dry you out. So, yeah, I
Mm.
just wanted to add that in.
That's some good game too. And I'll even add just the last game before we move on to the clips is you guys also want to look into drinking BCAAs, branch chain amino acids. It helps out with your B12s, vitamin B12. This is going to help your mood. So some people they feel like they're just lethargic and adding into that dehydration, your mood's going to start to tank as well. These are some real critical things. And most people that go through a plant-based lifestyle, they have these things that go against you. But I guarantee you, most guys that are on a mostly plant-based lifestyle, you're gonna see the weight drop. It's what's in the food. When you eat a mostly plant-based diet, you're gonna drop your calories due to the fact that you're eating more nutrients. Whole foods are typically gonna be lower in calories. And when most of the time I hear people say, "Oh, I don't get full on a plant-based diet," I'm like, "Shit, you don't eat what I eat. If you eat what I eat,
Mhm.
like these two meals right here, the freaking chickpeas and the wild rice and the Brussels sprouts and everything, I get full because these things are high in satiety levels. So this again another science behind you guys. If you know what satiety levels are foods that help you feel full. And yes, you can eat this on a plant-based diet. Clearly, I do it myself. And so that is something that people want to look into. But yes, BCAAs that helps out with with your mood, you dig? So, but yeah, man. So that was perfect. If I was obese, all these things that we talked about, these are some things that we would do to get from looking like hold on, let me get right. From looking like this to looking like this. You dig? So we got a couple clips too, man. Before we get up out of here, I want to get your take on as well. Did you happen to see the what is it? The Jake Paul and the Anthony Joshua fight?
I didn't see the whole fight, but when I got
Okay.
the notification that he got knocked out, I started looking up as much as I could see. I was like, whoa. So I've seen a good amount. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. It was looking bad out you. If y'all didn't see how bad it was, I was like this. I'm like, this is a nail biter. No, but I was just I kind of had a feeling that it was gonna be a little bit rigged, but this kind of threw me for a loop because it was actually a real thing. And I think that most people that were actual boxers were waiting on this to happen. I think they were just waiting on the day Jake Paul really felt a punch from a real boxer. And lo and behold, this boy had his jaw broke. I don't know if you saw the pictures or not. It was
I
looking
did.
bad. It was pretty bad out there. Shout out to my
Yep.
dog Gaines in the building. What up, my boy? Kobe, Merry Christmas, y'all. Hey man, Merry Christmas to you. And I got you a sound bite too, brother. Hold on, let me pull your sound bite up
Which
too.
bomber clot dog?
Bomber clot boy.
Bomber
Bomber
Give me
clot.
a
Boom,
good
boom.
blood clot dog. What kind of little bomber clot dog this?
I had to get you up, big dog. Shout out Brown Body says this country loves obesity like it's religion. Hey, that's a real one. They'll worship food and laziness, but stay saying they worship the Lord. Hold on, let me re-say that, but I'm gonna say it in the church voice. This country loves obesity like they love religion. They worship the food now. Laziness. but saying they worship God, but you can't serve two masters.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes,
Wow, wow,
dog.
wow, wow.
Boy, yeah, they worship all them collard greens and hog mogs and just everything that's terrible for you, right? And this is where you got to call out the evil. See, brown body, let's be clear. That's evil right there. You know what that's called? There's a sin in that. That's called gluttony. That's called gluttony. They say they love the Lord. Okay. Well, if you love the Lord so much, why don't you do what is said in the so-called Bible that you say you worship? This is where you have to have understanding. And if it talks about doing the Bible, that's why people can't just take one part of the Bible. You have to take the whole thing. And that's in anything with religion. If you're going to say that you're this, take it all. Don't just take one thing and not the other. It's not how it works. It's all or nothing. That's why they have to get into what we talked about with the mindset. Know yourself. If you claim that you're about this life, then you need to be about it all the way. Anything that you do, you must have understanding. So if you love yourself enough, you have to understand that food, eating too much food, and laziness, the worship in those two things is exact contradiction of where you're trying to go if you're trying to not be obese, because those two are really great additives to become obese. So like Kendall said, think about it in reverse. What would someone fit do? I tell you this, they wouldn't worship food. They would actually use food to their advantage. I use food to my advantage. You can eat food, but if you eat whole foods, that lowers your calories. So that's a less likely chance that you'll be obese. You're still getting full. You're still getting your nutrients because you're doing your body right. Food is for nourishment. That's why they call it nourishment for a reason. It's not meant to just pig out. Big back ass pig out. That's what they're doing. And that's not what's in the Bible. And that's not going to do your body justice. You dig? And laziness, we know across the board, regardless of what religion you are, is a downfall, especially the men. I gotta say this about the guys. They talk about how we have low testosterone because they're lazy as fuck. They don't get up, they don't do the work. Guys, get y'all asses up. I guarantee you, if y'all had y'all fathers in your life, they will tell you, stop being lazy. You get in trouble if you were lazy. You dig what I'm saying? Because they know that is a killer of your performance and your productivity. If you're a man in this world, you need to produce. I don't care what you do. You will find purpose in what you do. That is where you get your energy from. This is where you get your testosterone. All of these things, God gave you the tools to where you want to get to. And you just pissing it away by being lazy. Pissing it away. So yeah, that was a good one, Brown Body. He says, even God said your body is a temple. See, we just talked about that. If you trash your body, more than likely your house and fridge is trash too. I'm gonna give you a Don DeMarco. I guarantee you that's real. Shout Tracy says, don't live to eat. You eat to live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I wanted to show a clip real quick. So I was talking about the Jake Paul and the Anthony Joshua fight, but there were prelims to that fight too. There was some older people in this. The older guy. Shout out to, what is his name? Anderson Silva.
Is it Anderson Silva? Yeah.
Yep. Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley. Now, Anderson Silva's like 50 years old. Tyron's like 40. So if y'all didn't see this clip, man, let me show y'all what this 50-year-old OG done did to this brother. Let me see if I can play the clip real fast, man. Hold on. I don't want to play the sound because I know sometimes these things are copyright. I mean, but good Lord, the boy still got some moves at 50. Look at it, uppercut. God, look. I mean, the boy done fell down, man. Didn't know what was going on out here. I got to give Anderson Silva a Don DeMarco. So I don't know if you saw this fight, man, but look, this was actually in the first round. So if y'all didn't see it, this was literally in the first round, man. What do you think about Anderson Silva coming out 50 plus years old, knocking these young boys out, showing them young boys how to do it?
First of all, that foot move was slick as a mofo, man. That was a smart, especially in a boxing match, because you're like, yo, what are you doing, man? That was slick, man. I did see that clip before. Yeah, man. Like Anderson Silva was a great fighter, man. He was a great fighter in his prime, and it just goes to show you, like, when you build skills, especially world class skills, but when you build skills in something, it's hard for that to go away if you just take care of yourself. You know,
Yeah,
you could be out of the loop for a while, but you take care of yourself and you go to put that shoe back on, so to speak, it's gonna fit like a glove just like it used to. There's a reason why people say, it's like riding a bike. There's a reason why people say that is because when you build skills and you get comfortable with something, it doesn't, I mean, you obviously degrade, but it doesn't just go away completely. And
right.
that's why you should never be afraid of age. You should never use your age as an excuse. My dad's 67. I'm like, yo, dad, you look good, man. I don't mind having a brother. Go get you one. Go get you
Hey
one.
man,
Pop,
shout out to your pops.
you still looking strong, right? So because
Sure.
you could always keep those best things about you for a lot longer than you think. So yeah, man, shout out to Anderson Silva because he was looking really good.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. We get to these comments, man. Shout out to my dog Brown Body said these mother lovers have low T because they don't train legs. Hey man, that's a fact. That's where the testosterone comes from, fellas. Train it's
Yeah.
like it's like a tree. The tree stands up because of the trunks. Your legs are your tree trunks.
Yeah.
Then motherfucker wonder why they got hip and knee issues when they get older. Bro, I'm telling you something, man. I think guys need to work on doing legs at least 2 to 3 times a week. That's just my personal take, and the reason for is because I know most guys don't do legs like that. They can't stand doing legs.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, your physique will be lacking if you don't do legs. I
Mhm.
guarantee, especially if you play sports, you cannot
Mhm.
have a strong upper body and weak lower legs. I'm just not lower legs, but you can't have weak legs and think you can be great or do better in sports than someone who actually trains legs multiple times. Think about runners, think about people who lift, like do squats, leg press. Here's my pillar on leg days, man. This is what grew my legs, right? And I'm still working on I'm still working on my leg growth too. But the pillars to me are going to be hat squats, regular squats, leg press, and you got to have leg extension, leg curls. I'm going to give y'all from a bodybuilding perspective. If you want to get strong, leg press and squats. If you want to do some weights and do some strong stuff, you got to do the squats. And shout out to Keaton in the building. What's going on, Keaton? And what you want to do for your leg extension, leg curls, that's going to give you the look. It's going to give you
Mm.
the look. Obviously, it's going to make your legs strong too, but leg extension, leg curls, calf raises, this what makes your legs look good. So to my ladies that love the guys with legs, that's what you guys want to do to work on your legs. And another thing that's going to help grow you guys' legs are doing reps and heavy volume. The number one thing that I would say is intensity. If you have high intensity on leg days, your legs will grow. And what happens with that is when you get stronger and your legs get stronger, your upper body gets stronger too. So you'll have a heavier bench press. If you do deadlifts and squats, everything else goes up from there. Everything.
Mhm.
I don't care what you do. You'll get stronger and your testosterone will increase too. So shout out to Brown Body for that. These ninjas don't train legs because they think it's gay. It's gay not to train the Brown Body, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even but this is why guys, bro, we shouldn't even care what people think. Like, we know training legs are not gay. You know what I'm saying? That's for people
Right.
who just can't do it. That's for people who just can't do that shit, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you
especially
like
if you're
this.
pushing heavy, especially if you pushing heavy weights, so you're doing heavy squats, you doing heavy RDLs or something like that. Ain't nobody gonna look at that and think
That's
that's gay.
manly as fuck, man. I'm gonna be honest. There's
Exactly.
nothing more manly than doing a heavy ass deadlift, bro, and like
Right.
slamming the weight down. Like, what's up? I just did that shit. You
Yeah.
heard me? Like, that's boss talk right there. You know what I mean? When you can do a heavy squat, I don't care what these boys talking about benching and stuff, which is cool too. But man, you can do a heavy squat and a heavy deadlift, bro. You get way more respect. Any guy in the
Mhm.
gym sees you do some heavy squats, you always gonna get some respect, bro. Oh, always. Always, always, always. And actually, speaking of that, we're talking about the gym. Actually, this is my last clip, man, but I want to get your take on it. I think it's pretty funny. We talk about what people are, and this is obviously just a funny ass clip, but some guys will say some things like, or they'll say things like, girls dress slutty in the gym, right? And so there's a girl that's giving a perspective about it, right? I think she made some valid points, but I want to play this clip. I'm gonna get your take on it real fast as well. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, y'all. And if you guys can hear it on the IG live, just give me a thumbs up. in the comment section while I play this video, man. Here we go. Let me hear what this chick got to say about you bees get on my nerves wearing revealing clothes to the gym and then blaming men for being men. Let's see what she got to say about this, y'all.
You know what I never understood about women who go to the gym and try to expose the gym creeps? All you bitches that really be going to the gym who got these fat asses, y'all be wearing these little to nothing spandex ass clothes. You wear everything to reveal your moose knuckle, bitch. You got on them tight ass shorts with the seam of the ass to make the shorts tighter and make your ass more defined. And then y'all be mad that men be looking. What the fuck do y'all think they gonna do? They're not gay. They like ass. I'm just trying to figure out where does it register in y'all brain that y'all be asking for this
We like them ghetto asses.
shit. You literally walk outside in little to nothing, and you wonder why people are looking at your ass or trying to record on the slick shit and all that little extra shit. Stop going outside presenting as a hoe at the gym. And I'm saying it like that because it needs to be said like that. If you have a real man that you respect, you shouldn't be dressing like that. If you respect your fucking self, you should not be dressing like that, or else you're going to get unsolicited attention that you don't fucking want. Some men actually be uncomfortable that you bitches come outside like that because they don't want to be deemed as the nigga who's just being a natural fucking man who likes ass and titties and fucking natural women. And then they're looking, now they're being deemed as insecure or a creep or a pervert and shit. Bitch, you're the fucking pervert. You bitches be the fucking predators going to the gym like that. And I said what the fuck I said.
Hey, man, shout out to her, dog. Because they, hold on. I'm going to start with you first, bro. Let me get your take on what she said about these girls wearing revealing clothes.
Listen, man.
The gym. Go ahead, bro.
Listen, man. When she said at the end about you're the predator, that hit hard. It's funny because I think about this, right? Like, I know there's something called the 10 testosterone commandments, okay? And one of the testosterone commandments, meaning one of the important keys to keeping a high testosterone, is being around attractive women. It actually increases your testosterone. Women don't realize that this is what you're tapping into carnal instinct. You are tapping into carnal instinct. Some dudes go to the gym, yes, to work out, but to work out around women. It's actually good for us, bro. It's actually good for them. So when you out here making it easy or making it more enticing, it's literally you can't. You're not doing math. The math ain't mathing. You can't dress like that and not expect it. People are already in a heightened state because they're exercising. The testosterones are already up there. Here you come with your ass crack out, and you're making everybody just like it's almost like salivating at the mouth or shaking a steak in front of a hungry dog. Like, should it be that way? Maybe not. But women got to realize that way back in the day, back in the village days, right? Men used to get up in the morning in the loincloth, with all the testicles out, you know what I'm saying? With the chest out, with the hair out, and they see all the women in the village and their loincloth and they things swinging and it was just that was normal, and they were sitting there like, yeah, I'm the man around here, and they could clap anything they want. So when they walk up in the gym and this is what they see, they don't even realize they're going back 2,000 years in their brain, and they're feeling like their carnal instinct right now, like I can have whatever I want. I like that right there. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. That's just how it is.
Bro, listen, I didn't know what you was gonna say, man, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, we are one accord when it comes to this, bro. I personally love going to the gym and working out, and that's what I do. I'm not out here trying to be salivating, and we call out all these creep ass dudes all the time. We always call them out. We know what goes on. We don't want no creep ass dudes being creepy to the girls. Why? Because we know girls leave the gym because they don't like creep ass dudes, and then it messes me up. God damn it! When I be trying to work out, and I be like, man, shorty she got that thing back there. You dig? She got that thing back there. And you know what happens whenever that thing walk by? When I'm doing some dumbbells, I look at my dumbbells and say, man, give me 100, man. Go give me 100 on that thing, man. Why? Because you get motivation when you see some baddies walk into the gym. It's just like with football. Why do you think sports have cheerleaders? Whenever there was, and again, there's signs behind things that I say. Whenever these football players had cheerleaders out there, the points and the amount of intensity that these guys were playing went through the freaking roof. And it became more entertaining because the guys were scoring points left, right. Why? Because there's something about some fine shorties that's right there with you, cheering you on, that just does something to you. How many of y'all play ball and y'all see a baddie walk in and you see a dude be like turning into hot sauce real quick? You don't be talking about extra dribbling, crossing. Why? Because a shorty walked by. I'm like, bro, stop all that dribbling. We know what's going on. But, that's just, it's something that does something to the guys. Like you were saying, bro, this is what tends to happen. But I also will say that, no, dudes, you should not be creepy, man. When you go into the gym, bro, you shouldn't be up here just like staring at women, bro. This, you got to know how to act. Guys, y'all need to know how to act when y'all go to the gym. And that's just anywhere in public. You can go to the mall. Bros know how to act. I'm not telling you not to holler at girls, but there's a time and place for everything, right? Now, me personally, if I go to the gym, I'm not saying nothing to a shorty unless she says something to me first. And that's just my personal rule, right? Unless there's some other ways that you know how to do it, right? And that's if you know somebody. So my point is this, guys, if you ain't got no game tight, or if you just one of those regular dudes, don't say shit to these girls. Don't be focus on your workout and go the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? Unless a girl come up to you trying to get your number, hey, don't fuck that up. Get that number. You dig what I'm saying? Do what you do. But for the most part, yeah, go in there and work out. And ladies, we know what y'all doing. Every single time I go lift and I'm doing dumbbells, there's a mirror right there. Why y'all want to sit there, grab a pair of dumbbells, bend right over, and then work out in front of me like, I just see it all. I'm like, yo, y'all know what y'all doing. You trying to, you think you're slick. They think they slick. We not falling for it. You can get one of these little soy boys out here to crack. Man, I see it every day. I see it every day, B. So yeah, I don't mind y'all coming to the gym looking good. I get exactly what she's saying, but ladies, she's saying some factual stuff. There are some creep ass dudes out here, and then yes, when you wear revealing clothes, obviously the motherfucker's gonna look. So it's true, but at the same time, don't stop coming to the gym. Come to the gym, look good, be presentable, work out. You know what I'm saying, and have a great community of fitness people around you, right? And that goes across the board, men and women. You know what I'm saying? So.
And to the men, get your game tight and your body right, and you're much less likely to be viewed as a creep. Just saying.
Bars.
Just saying. You got no game. Even if you're attractive, you got no game, you're creepy, bro. You're creepy.
Man, oh my Lord, bro. It happens so much, man. Like I seen this one dude, bro. He was trying to holler at this girl, right? So like it was a new chick that was at the gym. And at our gym, we have classes. So like we have bike classes and dance classes and stuff like that. So you have different girls that will come in, right? And it was a new chick that walked by. Fine. I'm talking about like, bro, brown skin, bro, curly natural hair. I mean, everything. I was like, yeah, she cute, right? So we seen the dude work out beside us. He looked there and was like, try to wave her down and stuff. Now she looking like she don't even know this dude. He like, what's up? And she like, I don't know you, and just kept walking, right? So now normally that's, guys gonna join you like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm gonna give a dude props. Hey, at least you said something. Like, hey, Brody, you said something, you know what I'm saying? But like stuff like that, she could come back around and say, hey, this dude's creepy, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So guys, watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? This dude just knew how to talk to girls. So like it didn't bother him, and I don't think she said anything, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, this was a good one, man. You was dropping gems today, big dog. You was dropping them.
You know it.
Yeah, man. What you got for Christmas, man?
Man, not too much, bro. I got the kids just hanging with the family, man. It's gonna be a nice day off, a nice day of relaxation. I got some heavy deadlifts on the schedule. That's my Christmas.
Right, man.
I got some
Bro,
heavy deadlifts going on tomorrow.
That's how I know you a dog, bro. Like when you coming from an injury, bro, you going right back to you just like me, bro. When I got my knee injury, dog, man, when I was cleared, to work out, I went straight to the gym. I'm throwing heavy weight on there too. Dog. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't about to catch me slipping. Hell nah.
hmm
Hell
as
nah.
heavy as I can go safely, and then I just progress. I'm taking it easy, as
Mhm.
easy as I'm gonna let myself take it. I'm a stubborn guy, but as
Yeah.
easy as I can take it, I'm taking it that easy and just slowly adding it up. As long as I'm moving pain free, as long as I'm moving pain free and I'm waking up the next day pain free, that's probably the most important. Then I know I'm good, and I can keep pushing. And anytime something feels a little awkward, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna either do less or stop doing that for now. But
Mhm.
it just comes back down to this is my normal, right? It's way back to what we were saying in the beginning. Like, exercise is my normal. So however I gotta alter my exercise to make sure I get it in, I'm getting it in. That's my normal. My day's not right without it. It doesn't matter what day of the year, or month, whatever. Doesn't matter what's going on. I remember when real quick, when my son was born recently, I got a 3 month old. When he was born, second we got to the hospital, I'm drained. Yeah, I got home from the hospital, 2 days no sleep or sleeping on a cot, like awkward stuff. No sleep. I got in here, I was like, F it. I started doing power cleans. I'm doing power
Bro,
cleans. I'm just like, I'm trying to get the most bang for my buck. I'm getting it in. It's eight
what you
o'clock at
saying?
night. I'm hungry. I don't care. This is my normal. I don't feel right if I don't do something.
Man, that's just like brushing my teeth every day, man. It's like it's a requirement at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know something wrong if I don't work out. I just know it, bro.
hmm
And I got to the point, man, where I'm like, I'm doing 2 days, man. I'm doing 2-3 days sometimes. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 workouts. And I want
hmm
people to kind of put this into y'all's minds, right? And to get on the topic of, if you're obese, what would I do, right? I work out multiple times a day anyway. So I would definitely work out multiple times, right? That's not a bad thing. It's about structuring your workouts to how if you want to get it in and need to get it in, go get it in. Like, I guarantee you, right? We all know that tomorrow is Christmas and we know that gyms are closed. I am telling y'all now, I'm working out.
hmm
I'm working out. I'm doing pull-ups, push-ups. I'm doing running. I got my bike. You dig? Like, you cannot find me not working out. I don't care what it is. And so that's something that has been engraved too in my mind, bro. I'm going to work out every single day. I've structured my entire lifestyle with working out because it's a part of me. And I actually work better. Like, when I'm actually getting money, I can think better when I work out. All these different things. It's a stress reliever. Like I said, it's a requirement at this point. It's so many benefits to it. And I want people to get into their minds, especially for people who are not necessarily in that mindset because they're probably obese. Adopt some of these traits. And you'll see how much beneficial that your life is. I've seen and I've helped people lose weight from like ladies that were over 200 plus pounds to where their ideal weight is catered to. And they've started to realize that they have different goals now. So even though you get to a specific goal, there's always another level. There's another level to it. And that's one thing that I want people to kind of understand more of. There's a strength level, there's a body aesthetic level, there's a performance level. There's so many different levels. And my point is, it keeps you guessing and it keeps it fun. I know I have a mindset of like fitness is not fun. I make it fun though. It's a hard work thing, but I actually like to work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like boxing. No one thinks it's fun getting punched in the damn face, but I still do it. Like, I get the fuck up and still do it, bro. It's like that's the difference. And this is what I mean by its levels. Because most people that are beginners aren't going to get like that yet, but you keep it consistent enough and develop the mindset to where when you do that, that's how you become better. That's how you become more of a savage, of a beast. Now you can have conversation about what me and Kendall talk about when we're talking about the leadership class. Now you're starting to lead the pack because you going through stuff that most people are like, God damn, bro, how do you do that? I'm like, bro, I do this every day. They're looking at me like, bro, how do you do plant-based workout and still have enough time for blah, 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 blah? Bro, I've catered my lifestyle like that. It's fun for me. Now I can tell somebody else how to do it. It's so many benefits to it, bro. It's insane, man. So I'm gonna be the same way, bro. I'll be the same way.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You know me. I got 3 kids, and It's still normal for me to do oftentimes the 2 a day
I'm gonna give you a
with
Don
three
DeMarco.
kids.
Y'all hear that, y'all? This boy got 3 kids. So all my fellas out there, man, I got kids, man. I ain't got time. Hold on. Let me play my sound bite.
Shut the
Tell them boys to shut the hell up. Them ain't nothing but excuses, man. Real ninjas, bro. I'm tired of guys. I'm gonna drop a dime on y'all real quick. Every time I say, hey man, I'm about to go work out, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah, I need to get like you, big dog. I'm gonna expect you to get like me because you told me that. I'm gonna expect that. So whenever you don't do what you say you're gonna do, nah, bro, you're not doing what you say you do. That's a lack thereof of character. You're supposed to come through, pull up, and do what you're supposed to do. If you're gonna say you're gonna do something, go ahead and do it. That's a part of who you are as a person. All you have is your word. Because I don't know this person, but when they tell me that they're gonna do something and they actually do it, yeah, you add more respect now into my category. People want to, especially men want to be around men that's about shit. We don't want to be around dudes that don't have nothing going on, especially if you're a guy that has stuff going on, that's actually doing things. We want to be around like-minded people. Iron sharpens iron every time, every single time. Get around people who have that mentality and actually show up and show out. Show up and show the fuck out. You'll have better friends. You'll have more of that dog drive in you, and you'll have better people that will pour into you as well. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody needs something from me that's in my circle, man, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? Same thing to you, Kendall. Like, bro, if you need something, bro, I got you. I'll do what I can. Everybody else, my dog Daz in the building, he know what's going on. Discipline. Shout out to my dog Amir. Like, bro, anytime these boys need something, I got them. I just talked to I didn't talk to him yet, but I was texting Daz about some computer stuff he was wanting. I'm in tech. I'm in tech. What you need? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, I'm gonna make sure I do my part to give something back. But you know, that's just my character too. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say every guy gonna do that.
Respect. I feel the same way, man.
That's facts, man. But y'all, we gonna get up out of here though, man. This was a great one, bro. We're gonna have to come back and do another show too, man. This is a real good one. We're dropping gems on this one, man.
Yeah, I try to get on here as often as I can, man. I try to make time for it.
Bro, you're more than welcome, man. Anytime, bro. We just trying to give people the game and discipline out here. Tell them what we got going on. Shout out to Brown Boy. He says, she ain't lying. These heifers will have an OF account, but complain about the men staring them down. Make it make sense. Man, bro, I don't understand it either, bro. But that's how the game goes, bro. And that's how fellas be getting finessed, bro. That's why I don't be doing this like porn and all this. I'm not about to spend no money on no OF chick, bro. Like, we don't even care what she got to say. She's doing the devil's work. What do you care about what the devil got to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, the devil gonna be them, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you a godly man, bro, like, we don't care about what the devil got going on. We got so much stuff that's prosperous in our lifestyle, man. Like, I swear. But like you said, like with these heifers, man, like I don't care what these heifers got to say. That's devil talk. We talk down on that. So yeah, man. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'll send you another link to the next time I do a show. If you can pop in on it, we'll get to it, man. Because the next show really is gonna be about the dudes, man. We gonna have to speak about manhood and testosterone. So I might have my dog too. I might have like a group of us on because I want to do something different for 2026 and try to bring a lot of us together and really speak about this stuff, man, and get it going.
Word. I should have the same amount of time next week, considering that the holidays get some extra time off, so we might be able to make that work. And yeah, I might have to drop those testosterone commandments on people. You know what I mean?
Oh,
we need
yeah.
those. The 10 testosterone commandments.
Bring them next week, bro. Because we about to drop a dime on these boys, man. Shout out to my dog Jabari, man. He gonna hop in on us next week too. So yeah, we about to do the testosterone commandments out here. Get these fellas right for 2026, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, we're going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for joining in on the topic, man. Shout out to my dog Daz in the building. Amir. Shout out to my cousin, Sheen in the building. Shout out to Jenny in the building. You dig? Runner Nico. Shout out to my uncle in the building, man. Shout out to Dave. What's going on, D? What up, KT? Happy birthday, Shawty. Shout out to my dog Bobby. And shout out to my dog Dale in the building. What up, Sasha? Man, what up, Ernest? Coles to the show. Shout out to Brittany Coles to the show, man. When we're faced with an obstacle, y'all know what we do. We rise and we rise.
Fitness is more than just lifting weights. It's about crafting a lifestyle that balances strength, health, and happiness. At Rise and Rise Academy, we believe in fueling your workouts with our specially designed supplements, perfect for anyone looking to elevate their daily performance. Our community thrives on clean eating, staying energized, and finding joy in every step of the journey. It's not just about transforming your body, it's about reshaping your mindset and embracing a sustainable, empowering way of life. When obstacles arise, we don't back down.